Need to see if it's working. Alright, receiving content, and we're live.
Yep, you are live. Good.
Cool. Hey, Julio. Or Julio. Hey, Point Pie. Yes, I am live. And hey, Jack. Does Portuguese say the J as a H too, like Spanish does? I'm not sure. Like Julio, Julio. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Hey, James. How big is the chat? I want to see.
Very tiny.
Oh, for real? You can't even like see it. Oh man.
I mean, maybe if I was full screen, I could see it.
I guess there's no point in having it then.
Is it like, I don't know. How many people use that chat? Like, do people actually read the chat on the video versus the chat to the side of the video? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like when it goes on video on demand later on.
I guess it doesn't have it, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't have it.
Twitch has the chat that replays if you watch an old VOD.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube needs to
yeah, they need to catch up. Okay, I guess I'll take that out because it's so like blurry that I can't even see it.
Super small.
Oh, why there's a port? Well, it is like the only city, but like, you know, you got like the whole Earth kind of to yourself now, so like, of course you would like to go, you would want to go explore and like salvage, scavenge for things. So I think like in Astergea's case, there would be a lot of like scavenging ships that would be going out to, just, I mean, like how else would they get their metal and all that other stuff? So they would be going out to look for things and stuff from the old world. And I think like, huh?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was just thinking like they could just recycle all this stuff that's been laying around from like 3,000 years ago. But what did you want to say, Crumbs?
I was gonna say, well, you're gonna have to have mines and stuff. So I guess around the mines, small towns will grow up, and then they'll be like small. Yeah. That's why they would export it to Astergea, and then Astergea would export back people and stuff and goods. So they would, like, I guess this is the only city, but there would be like small outposts near all these, where they mine stuff, maybe where there's a big surplus of materials.
Eventually, I guess those small outposts would turn into like cities, kind of like how
themselves, yeah.
Kind of like how the Roman Empire would expand and set outposts and stuff like that. But concerning with the game, like the mechanics, I've cut off all highways to the city, so the only way they bring in freight is through ships. So that's where the seaports also play a role. Not just like story-wise, but more of just solving the freight issue. I mean, like, even if you have an industrial zone, I don't know much about the City Skylines mechanics. Like, if you had industrial, you would still need freight, right? Like, coming into the city. Do you know, Crumbs? Like,
yes.
Or
some requires outside resources to make.
Even if you have like all specializations like oil, tree, and stuff, they wouldn't have to import all that, or they would still have to import?
It might be okay. Maybe it's self-sustaining, but I'm guessing that it does require some resources from the outside to keep something in the chain going, you know?
Yeah. And plus, like, even if you were to do it by yourself, it would eventually run out. Unless you have that mod that goes on forever.
Yeah, which should be base game. Because when it runs out, it just runs out so fast in the vanilla game.
Hey, William.
You set up an area and it's already all gone.
Colgate? No, I'm just going to be making like a harbor, a temporary harbor. I'm just like testing out some ideas, and also like currently the city only has one highway at the moment. I eliminated all the other highways that were around the city. This one goes under the water, but I'm thinking about cutting that off too, so that way I could have only seaports bringing in freight, rather than just like having highways, because that wouldn't really make sense since it's like on an island and stuff. So I'm gonna have like just temporary harbors, which will eventually become real harbors once I get to that episode. But right now I'm just kind of like putting some potential areas for harbors and like testing out ideas for harbors and things. Like, how would a harbor look like if it was an eco-friendly type of harbor, and also futuristic wise, like what kind of ships would you imagine in the future? I don't know. Is there any sci-fi that has like have a focus on ships? I'm not sure.
No, not really. I mean, the only thing I can think of is Cowboy Bebop. They have space boats.
Space boat
that land on the water. The main ship that they use is a fishing boat, which can go into space. So it lands on the water, you fish, and then it takes off and goes into space.
What the? Huh.
I mean, that's quite futuristic. But
it's like rocketish type of thing.
It's just like a generic spaceship, you know.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I would think that ships in the future would probably be kind of almost like the war boats that you see now, that are like very blockish, I guess you could say. Like, it looks like really slick design kind of thing. You know how like the military is like making boats that have like, they're just like very simple and designed to deflect radar and all that other stuff, kind of like that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some yachts that look like that too.
Yeah, a lot of like yachts or pleasure craft look very angular in their design. It's the hip thing.
It's the new trend.
Angular.
It's kind of like with cars, where cars were first boxy and now they're curvy. And I guess they will remain curvy for quite some time.
I thought I watched I don't know, did I watch or did I read? I read something or watched something about how car design has changed over the years and how it started like really boxy, and then they got all those big fins and stuff on the back, especially in America, and then now it's really curved, sort of smooth cars that are still boxy-ish because they're not like super streamlined. They are sort of a box but with more curves around it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. Yeah, just trying to get rid of these tunnels. I wish there were some, I mean, someone could probably make it, but I doubt they would make it, but just a new skin for, like, freight ships. I don't even know if that's possible, because, like, they would have to have a thing where the containers would sit. Something like that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's possible.
Yeah.
To do. Geometry was talking. He was like showing images of like spaceships, I think, before. So he might be into making cool future like freight ships or something. I don't know. You might want to ask him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's Maddie? She is actually streaming right now, so she's streaming on Twitch. And then suddenly all my viewers leave. JK. She's been streaming like all day, like 8 hours or something like that. It's crazy. guess since I'm not gonna use that chat thing anymore, I can just restore my chat because I have like a pop-out chat. There we go.
Yeah, but going back to the ships, I mean, Point Pie said, the ships are determined by cost, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
So like the cheapest way to build a ship, like container ships, are just huge. Haven't
they been like trying to make them smaller now, or something? Like, I think they had some really big ones in like the 60s, and then they kind of like downsize or something.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think the biggest ships are around now.
Oh,
I think they're bigger now. But I think they are trying to make them smaller. Because there's a lot of shipping companies are losing money due to the price of
fuel or something, or
well, yeah, fuel and goods are just, it's so cheap to ship things now that shipping companies are sort of going bankrupt. It's so cheap, they're not making any money.
It's crazy. Do you guys at your airport, do you handle like a lot of freight planes, like DHL or something like that?
We have a freight company that comes in. We don't handle them. That's handled by Guernsey Freight Services, I think. We have about 3 freight planes a day, and then we also do get some freight.
Did you have to stock those, or you just stock mostly the passenger?
We do passenger. The only freight we ever do is maybe we'll get a couple of packets of, like, sometimes, I don't know why, but I must guess it must be cheaper. Marini does get a tiny bit of freight, maybe 10 boxes. They'll just appear and just put them on the plane. But I don't know why they don't go through the freight shed. They just come through us instead. Maybe it's cheaper because the freight plane only goes to, I think it comes from Exeter, and then goes to Jersey from here. I don't know. But freight is weird.
So concerning, like, I was talking with Crumbs earlier about how many ports would I need, like, building wise, the actual asset in the game. How many would I need those to feed a city like this? And with City Skylines mechanics, he told me probably like 5 to 10. So I guess like for this stream, I'm gonna have to pick out the locations for like ports. Obviously, since it's like this city's set in like a climate change era, so there's gonna be like a lot of storms and, you know, waves and stuff. So I think like finding a harbor that is naturally protected would be the best fit. Kind of like this area. You could see like it's protected by some islands. So I mean, yeah, you could build some breakwaters and stuff like that, but it would save a lot of money if you were to, if there is money in this case, I don't know, but it would save on materials if we just use like barrier island to block any kind of like storm surges and stuff like that. And kind of like with this harbor that I was working on a few minutes ago, there's some islands here that are kind of protecting the harbor, and I have to like pick around or probably make some area, because this is a map that I picked from the workshop like a long time ago. I was just looking for some kind of cool looking strange map, and this map has like this lake is like a crater. Yeah, this map is called Impact, so you could say like maybe Astergea was built on a crater of a nuclear missile. I'm not sure. I just chose this map because it looked pretty cool, and it's an island, and it has like definitely has some interesting natural features, but definitely have to be touched up though, because like some of these mountains look pretty hideous. So I have to train myself to be as good as Fluxtrans. So this area seems to be another potential candidate for a seaport. There's like some small island here that might protect some. We probably have to expand this little island. And then this is the water treatment area right here. And this whole area is going to be like a natural delta. So I don't want to... The thing about seaports is that I have to pick them in places where I don't want them to touch too much of the natural areas. Because, you know, like seaports are pretty noisy in themselves. So I want like to have a harbor that is a little bit distant, but also kind of close. I don't know, like a little bit distant, so it wouldn't disturb the natural wildlife there, like birds and stuff. I mean, this harbor is pretty close to like a delta, but I'm gonna have to make do with some kind of thing. Like I'm gonna add like maybe a little hill here to block sound from going into the delta to reduce sound pollution. I don't know what... I think there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 potential areas for a seaport. Maybe you have to make 5, but concerning with building wise, like I think Crumb says like 5 to 10 seaport buildings. So we could probably put like 3 or 4 at each area. But this side has more potential areas than this side, which I guess wouldn't really make much sense, so I guess we have to make something here.
What also would be a nice idea is, obviously, if you've got more, they don't have to be as big, because the load will be more spread between them. And then also you could do, not necessarily freight, but passenger ships that sail around the island, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd
be
a
cool
around
idea.
Or like in the island? Like the
around
rivers?
and through the lakes, yeah, into the main city, to the outskirts. It'd be a nice idea to move quite a large amount of people to areas. I mean...
Like ferries? Kind of?
Yeah, like ferries, I suppose.
Because like, Besquigglehausen suggested that earlier. Like, yeah, I should use like ferries. But some of these rivers are pretty like narrow, so maybe if I were to put like a ferry system, maybe I would have to make canals. Which would also help, I guess.
Ship props, so you can just see the size. You could like see, because they're quite big. I would say they're quite big. Also,
oh no, I don't. Wait.
Loads of people have said hello.
Hey, Jern, Blujitsu, and Michael, Gecko. Whoa, everyone's here now. Moonfire, Dreamers. Welcome to the stream, everyone.
You got a vanilla ship there.
Where?
You type ship in its top left.
Top left. Oh. But that's like a wreckage, though. I thought I had. Well, actually, I never looked into like ferries, so I never like subscribed to any.
Yeah.
I
mean, that looks, just from there, that river looks huge. Could easily fit some ferries down it. There are some okay assets in the workshop.
Would have to like deepen some of these areas. Since I didn't expect to have like ferries in there, I was having a more like I don't know, like have like the shoreline like for beaches rather than for like rather than like a seawall or something.
Because that is very shallow.
Yeah, I mean
they can run through deeper bits.
I guess like through this side, and I don't know. I just didn't expect to use ferries, and I kind of like thought that the ferries would like disrupt the natural life in these waters. I don't know.
They could.
Cause like there's a lot of like marshes and things like that, and this graphical glitch that I can't even figure out where it's coming from. It's been there since like episode 5 or something like that. But maybe some areas there would be ferries, or maybe I have to make a canal. I don't know. That'd be crazy though. Just kind of fitting in canals everywhere.
I mean, you could just run it in the deep parts. You don't have to run it like all to connecting. There are some deep channels that I could see where they could get through, and you don't necessarily have to like. It could only be like a couple main lines that run out, perhaps, if even that. You know.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to figure that out later. Felix says, in a normal city you would want to have one main harbor because of logistical reasons. But in Astergea you would only, since you only import stuff and probably don't export stuff, you can spread them out. Okay. So that supports the case of having ports like everywhere. And then probably get better access from multiple directions. Yeah, concerning with the game mechanic. Dude just had no clue what Jersey or Guernsey were. Who, me? Or...
I think you meant you, because you sounded surprised when I said Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
But you know where that is.
Yeah, right next to Guernsey.
Well, yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm not going to be doing like any too serious building. I'm just going to be testing out some ideas. I was thinking of having, like, first I gotta flatten this terrain. Oh, it's already pretty flat. But... wait. Plus, I don't really have much experience with making harbors. Like, the last harbor I made was... I don't think I ever made a harbor.
You did.
Oh yeah, that city. But that... no one saw that city unless they were on my Twitch. But that's a really big port though. And
it was huge.
yeah. But I'm trying to see if I don't think I made a port in Eutropica, so I guess this will be the first YouTube port that I'm gonna make.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Did you want to join the chat, Jaren and Gecko? Or you prefer to lurk in the chat? I mean, did I say chat? I meant the voice chat. But, yeah. Rather lurk in the YouTube chat, I guess.
I was looking on the workshop. There's not many, like, futuristic
Ferry
dockyards or any ships. There's a couple like river ships that would be a cool idea for transport, but that look fairly futuristic. But no, like. There's not many cargo ships in the workshop really at all.
Yeah, it's kind of, especially with the ferry update of mass transit, like, you would think... I think that's, like, one of the areas that never really, took off, I suppose. I'm not sure.
I mean, there's a couple good ones. No, I mean, I was just gonna send you some things that they're just gonna appear in your...
Okay.
Thing for later to look at. How are you going to build the like cargo dockyards? You know, are you going to?
Oh, you mean like with a like the yard full of containers and stuff?
Yeah.
Don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out later, and probably have to have a rail yard as well. Because like I'm trying to like you know how like industrial yards are, there's always like a lot of like highway interchanges for like connections for like freight and stuff. But this one I want to kind of like minimize on that and work on more of like a subterranean freight system. So like you would go from the yard what is it called? Container yard field?
I guess. Container yard, I guess.
Container yard to like some kind of tunnel system that would disperse throughout Astergea, rather than wasting land of making these intricate interchanges. We could utilize that space for more containers or something else, and stuff like. And you know, this is an island too, so you don't want to waste too much space. But hey, Skibbeth, welcome. I gotta find some keys. Oh, I almost said Quay again.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Quay? I don't understand.
I don't know. It's just stuck in my head now. It's like the same situation with Izai. Like, I was used to saying Ihexia for quite some time, because I thought that's how you said it. So, but then he told me Izai, but I kept on saying Ihexia for a little bit, but it seemed to go away. So, yeah.
Apparently, Jaren, it sounds like you're driving.
Really? What's my background sound like?
I don't know. To me, it doesn't sound like you're driving.
I mean, my computer is pretty loud, and I tried like setting up different angles for my mic so it wouldn't pick up my computer, but it just doesn't work. The thing is about the tower, my computer tower, it's like on top of a table, so maybe I would have less noise if I put it on the ground, so that way the vibrations would like transfer to the ground instead of the table or something. I don't know. Oh, I like these roads here. Would bicycle lanes really make sense here? I don't know.
I mean, people have to get to work there, I guess. People work there, right?
Yeah. I mean, they can. I don't know.
I mean, like not in the game sense, but in Astergea, I guess people work, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they'll be like mostly automation, but yeah, someone still has to maintain the automation. So.
Well, why don't we get automated systems to maintain the automation? I mean, that's what would happen, right?
Yeah. I guess I'll just retain the bike lane. And bike lanes would help in this situation as well, because bike lanes are more used for denser amount of vehicular traffic, or vehicular traffic. I know I say it wrong, but so that way they're not merging with other types of traffic. Whoops. I gotta reposition these stops.
I mean, Jaren is right. Would they have containers? But containers are a very good way of transporting goods. I mean, if we, I guess, take the idea that this is receiving goods from smaller places who are shipping their goods / resources stuff. What are these? Yeah, what are these places taking? Are they taking raw resources, or are they taking pre-made goods into the city?
Raw resources and like materials that were found across the world. So I guess they're so like basically recycled material that would be, you know, reprocessed again, and etc.
Yeah. So for the raw resources, you're going to need a raw resource.
Yeah.
Dockyard, but Yeah, James was saying, well, why would you need containers? Because containers are great. For automated systems, containers are like the dream. They're all the same size. They're all the same. Like,
could you imagine? Would it be like kind of like an Amazon warehouse situation? Like you have like these drones that go around everywhere and pick up stuff off the shelf. I don't know.
I mean, you could probably, with current dock systems that work in real life, all it is it's a driver driving the vehicle then, and the cranes. So you could just replace that with an automated system. So technically, today's could be automated to, you know, be automated. I guess I don't know.
Come on, man.
Ugh.
Think outside the box, or in this case, container.
But
Very funny.
Good. They're good things.
Would you mind going to Rotterdam and shoot some footage for me? Hey, Jacob. I'm not sure if I should have a road like that. I don't know.
I found a couple container ships, I guess. They're all pretty big. Do you think big is the way it will be in a like Astergea? They would be huge, or would they be medium size?
I would probably say medium size, because they're more of like scavenger ships. Because like, and that's another thing about the. Because like, since we have mostly scavenger ships and mining ships that going around the world, and they come here and dock, and then would they put it in containers? I'm not sure. Or just put it immediately on the production line without having the containerization process. So
the question is, how would you store it in the ship?
Yeah.
This stuff. I mean, I'm thinking about, there would be obviously raw resource ships where they store all the raw resources, but I don't know. The stuff, I don't know. It's very unorganized when you've got just stuff lying around. Like if you look at images of cargo places before the invention of the container, they're crazy. Just
Sure. I mean, I did say, are you going to join it?
Yeah, but he's an idiot. He no listen. Ooh, this one has a crane.
A ship? Does it probably function, or?
Well, no. I think it's. I think this is literally a ploppable ship.
Oh, okay.
But it could be. You could plop it in the harbor, I guess.
I think I'd rather have the seawalls itself.
Sup?
Hello.
Hello.
The Flying Dutchman is here.
Yeah, I was having dinner. Just got out of work, so...
Nice.
Well, actually not, it's like 10 o'clock for me, so...
I haven't heard your voice in a while. You do sound pretty tired.
It's 10 o'clock and I just got out of work.
Yeah. But I just never really heard that side of you before.
Yeah, because most of the time it's when I'm not out of work. Or when I'm drinking, or, you know, Saturday evening. Brace yourself for a German. Well, yeah. Actually,
We should have Gecko in here.
actually, you
Actually,
know, no, like how far is this in the future? 1,000 years?
yeah,
Yeah, like,
or 3,000.
yeah. I mean, we'll probably have had setbacks.
Well, there was a giant nuclear war, wasn't there? What happened? I can't remember what happened in Astergea.
Global warming.
and
Yeah, but what-
war as well.
And the war as well.
Yeah, global warming, World War III. Okay, okay.
So there have been a lot of setbacks.
Yeah. So, like, you know, would they still be using containers? Because, like, 100 years back, right, Crumbs? Like you said, they were still shipping everything in bulk. Throw bananas, lower decks, and you're good, you know? And
I
that
mean-
was 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And now we're
Right.
3,000 years in the future. Would they still be using containers?
But how far is Astergea, like, compared to our timeline now? Like, how much more advanced are they?
Advanced enough
that's
to
the real question we're asking.
advanced enough to, well, like they left from Earth when they had the technology advanced enough to make like a generation ship and stuff like that. So already at that time, I guess you could say Earth was
So they have
fairly
solved the
advanced,
power
and
paradox.
and then they did try to go to Mars to terraform it, but failed. So they sent the generation ship. So it's pretty advanced.
Yeah, then my question still stands. Would they still be using containers?
I don't know.
You know?
Thought
It's hard to think about what they would use.
I mean, we
Like-
did ship in bulk for like a very,
like
very
the
long
real
time.
question: would they still ship bulk, or would everything be made locally?
I do like that idea of everything made locally, because like
Yeah, because
that's what
like
Bisquico
we're
has in it,
already
like,
moving to. Like nowadays, not even the future. Like we're already moving back from everything being made in China to back to stuff being made in the country where they're gonna be sold. Especially with plastic, you see that, because it's just plainly cheaper to ship plastic bulk. So the stuff to make plastic, and then just automized making the plastic in Germany and then shipping it out to the Netherlands, Austria, Denmark, because it's just cheaper.
Mhm.
So what resources would they need that they can't make locally with their knowledge of chemistry in the future, with another world war behind them, with one sort of like the practically infinite power they would need to fly to Mars and create a colony there for a lot of people?
You don't need infinite power to do that.
Yeah, but they probably have, like, if you see the power needs of the humanity, it's huge.
I mean, this city's
Like
using
it's
fusion power.
doubling every 2 years, I believe. It's that stupid. Like they would probably have solved the issue of power. So
Hello.
Yeah.
oh, it's a poo.
Hello.
I'm done now.
What?
How's the stream?
You could have kept on going to hit a new threshold
Wait, what?
for streaming for 24 hours.
Oh god, no, never. Never.
Wait, how long did you stream a poo?
7 hours?
Oh, I
That's
thought it was
not
8.
even close.
That's not
That's
a lot.
not
Yeah,
even close.
not even. No. I mean, I did 12 one
Oh,
time. That's. Yep, I'm done now. that's it. I'm good at that point.
But yeah, would you like to join in our thought experiment of trying to see how would the future ports would be like? Because we were talking about would the future harbor really have containerization and stuff like that?
I mean,
Versus-
it could have automated. Contain like.
But I think like in Jaren's case, he was saying like wouldn't things just be made on the spot without the use of containerization?
Yeah, that's the real question I'm asking. Would they still be shipping everything around if it, like, wouldn't it be easier to create everything in your corner shop? Would they have the technology to do that?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well then, yes.
So
Why
what would
you
they
wouldn't
be
need
shipping
any
then?
Imports at all.
You need raw resources.
Yeah, like
'Cause,
raw resources you probably don't need because everything will be made out of plastics practically. Like, probably for food.
Everything.
Even though
Food made out
Like-
of
What's your
plastic.
diet? You know,
No,
mainly
like,
plastic.
the only thing you would need to be shipping is food, but that also can be produced locally. As you know, his favorite word seems to be urban farms.
So they're gonna grow their stuff to build their shit out of. They're gonna. Okay.
Well, like, Kane, it's not like maybe they have found something better than 3D printers. But, like, we don't know that because it's the future. But, like, I don't think everything is going to be created in one place where it's going to be the cheapest. I think everything is going to be created maybe in every household or on every corner shop.
Yeah, I understand that,
I
but
can
created out of from what?
So, crumbs. Most of the things you use, what are they made of? Like, let's just grab
Molecules.
everything you own.
and
like-
Molecule.
Yeah.
quarks.
Energy.
It's all made. What? Yeah, it's all made out of things.
All made out of plastic.
Well, no. This is made out of metal. This thing.
My
This-
cat
my desk is
in
wood.
Plastic.
This is made
I
out of
own
metal.
him.
So, couldn't they make a plastic that is as strong as metal?
I
Hint, they already have.
Yeah, but yeah, I suppose they could.
Yeah,
The plastic. Where's the plastic? Is dark. Well,
crumbs,
not
you're
the
not
plastic.
thinking outside of the box. This is the future, man.
Yeah, I still
Like,
think
the
they need.
Why are
future
you-
is not now, the future is tomorrow.
I still think they need to dig out the raw resource or the resource that they use to make the plastic.
So, do
Doesn't
we
just
have a
appear.
growing population in Astergea, Yudo?
Pretty stagnant.
Or is the population pretty stagnant? So they
Stagnant.
wouldn't really need an explosive amount of resources. So they probably could do with recycling. That removes the need for enormous amounts of resources as we currently do in this world where we still have an explosive shortage of especially metals. Like, we're always short on iron, we're always short on copper, we're always short on nickel, zinc, etc. So,
My brain is made of air. No need for containers.
if you can do with recycling, you remove a lot of the energy needed to create materials. Even as little that you can do it in a little corner shop. You know?
That's true.
So-
yes,
Why are we still thinking in the box?
because we're boxed in.
Yeah, why are we still thinking in containers, Crumb?
I'm not thinking about the containers anymore.
No, we're thinking in boxes. You are thinking in a box. You're thinking in a container, because that's
we're all
what we
living
started
in a
with.
box, man. In a
Life is an
cardboard
illusion.
box.
I mean,
We're all in a box.
oh, yeah, we could end up recycling
Ourselves.
all like 100% of the
Some
stuff.
agree.
but
So
if they
that
need more
still
resources from
leaves
somewhere,
my
they have to get
question.
them.
Yes.
Would they need containers in the future?
Yes.
I think not.
To store your ego.
They could do for certain things. but
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
I
as
don't think
prevalent
they will
as-
be ruled out, but I don't think you would see extensive
No, it wouldn't be like
container
the
entire rail
harbors
yard.
like you
Or not the
nowadays
rail
see.
yard, but a shipyard.
So you probably see shipping companies, but it will be truckloads instead of huge sea ships full of hundreds or maybe thousands of containers. Because you probably wouldn't need to ship that much goods, but just a few raw materials, like chunks of plastic, chunks of metal. Because I can get that you can't recycle enormous amounts of metal in the same place. I can get that you can't recycle enormous amounts of garbage that humans produce, and they have produced it for all of eternity, so they will still in the future. So they will still need to ship bulk garbage, bulk some things, but container shipments of goods produced in wherever? Nah, probably locally.
True.
Do I just want to make him go on and say I don't agree, or do I stop?
Well,
I mean,
you
do you
can make
actually
me go on if you give me a good argument against.
Ah, shit, I don't got that. Just wanted to see for how long you would go on for.
I just concluded it.
Okay.
I mean, Crumbs didn't say anything, so I guess he started thinking.
I mean, this isn't technically gonna be. This isn't like. If we imagine our current timeline, the Astergea is not in that future, because unless.
Well,
unless
it's
there is a world war
the same world, same timeline, but just a lot.
But there are no
farther.
other cities. There are no other countries.
No, everything is under sea.
Everything is here.
Everything is Atlantis now. Crumbs.
Yeah, I know.
We're
Everything
at
is
the north or probably
everything is
South
here
Pole. Because South Pole is probably one of the only places sticking above land that's not full depth.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everything is here. I could see in our future, containers would still be a thing. Not as prevalent.
Yeah, like this is if we
But-
just if Trump gets world president and everybody uses
World
clean
president.
coal, this is the future we get.
Genius.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Clean coal.
Clean.
It's a good idea.
Clean
Good
carcinogens.
idea.
Well, clean coal is without carcinogens, you know.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it's literally you get the bituminous coal and you remove all the bituminous parts and you're just left with pure carbon. That's what clean coal refers to. That's the de-bitumizing of some coals. You cannot desulfonate them. That's not the coal you use for it. So yeah, it's possible, but what are you gonna do with all the oils you get out of the coal? Burn them? Probably, yeah. So clean coal is just not
A dream?
Yeah, it's a dream. It's
oil
not
dream.
reality. It's not. It's just something he can say in his speech. Totally not true, because he just wants coal to be mined in the states that voted for him. I don't know. I mean, it's still the biggest problem is carbon dioxide emissions. So, and literally, if you're burning carbon, you're not doing anything else. So, you know.
Hmm.
I mean, nuclear power is the future. At least some countries in Europe beginning to see that. Germany and Belgium are not of those.
Really?
Yeah, Germany is closing, as is Belgium closing their nuclear reactors. Are planning to close them. Let's put it like that.
After the Fukushima scare, whatever.
No,
Or they've always been.
It has nothing to do with that, actually.
Because I know like the popularity went down after that, but I don't know.
No, the popularity went down like, way before that. Like that's
Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl. Like, but if you just add up the amount of people that died for causes of gas, causes of coal, that's like not even comparable. It's like comparing 100 to a few million. I believe there are only like 110
I'll be back. Give me your
causes of that caused by
cat just took
nuclear
a
power
giant shit. It
generation.
stinks so bad. I'll be back.
Bye.
Isn't France building?
France is building a
plants?
huge nuclear reactor, as is the United Kingdom. They're building 2.
I know like France is like really known for their nuclear program, like all recycling the fuel rods and all that stuff.
Finland is also building the nuclear storage facility, a huge one. So, like, I'm not saying nuclear fission power is what we're talking about currently is the future, but it's a really good intermediary before we get the hang of even more powerful ways to generate power with pure emission, which is nuclear, not fission, but
fusion.
Fucking English, yeah, fusion English.
What will they say that in Dutch?
Fusie.
Oh, how much different?
Yeah, it's a bit different. So I wanted to say fusie, but it's a different word, so I got confused.
Mm.
Oh, you're back.
Hi.
I can see a lot of bullshit in your comment section. Like, some people should just learn to use Google before they say something.
How was work today? Are you...
Work was fucking awful, okay?
I can kinda tell.
Where you working?
I work in a building supply store.
Oh.
And the best part is
like
customers.
A Home Depot?
Customers. I'm not gonna say anything else. They'll just leave it at customers, other people.
Fuck customers.
There was an Ask Reddit you like yesterday that was like, what is the most stupid thing you've heard a customer say? You should definitely read that one. It's funny.
Oh, was it IKEA today as well? Oh. I'm so happy I don't work at IKEA.
Amen. Did you buy anything at IKEA? Or did you just...
Yeah, my girlfriend needed some like storage boxes.
Oh.
Interesting.
Like, we were there at lunchtime and they didn't even have like bread. Like the rest.
Oh, everything was run out?
Like, they probably didn't even supply it because we were there at like 1.
What?
Yeah. Well, like 1 is prime lunchtime, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like lunch is like from 12 to like 1:30 or something. And like,
yes.
It was like the only thing that was left was like some like probably fallen on the ground paninis. They're like all broken and flipped open and like.
Yeah, they had all the bread in one bowl and then you just dropped it on the floor and oh fuck.
Yeah, it's like
no more bread.
They didn't even have like the ingredients of a panini anymore. It was just bread with some green stains on it. You know? And they call it. I was like, nah, not having this.
It's not easy.
That was the only bread they had, and it was like fries, and I was like, I don't want fries now. I just want a piece.
Fries?
Yeah, fries and
aren't
like
bread.
Grilled stuff. You know, like
fries aren't bread.
Not lunch.
Fries are potato. Do you know what potatoes are?
I know what potatoes are. Ronnie also knows what potatoes are.
Tater tot?
What?
Stick them in a stew.
Ronnie's from potato country, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is basically just made a potato at this point.
Yeah, he's just, my life is potato.
Yep.
Yep. I congratulate you when you know what that reference.
Potato.
You haven't seen that video?
No.
Of the Nicaraguan potato farmer?
No.
Damn.
I feel like I've missed out.
What is that?
Yeah, missed out. His life is potato.
His life is potato.
Just Google my life is potato.
Okay.
You probably found it. I'll just do it. So I know.
The first edition, when I type "my life is po" is pointless.
Yeah, it's the first thing you get. My life is potato. Original edit.
Do you think these ports would work? Because I moved them, but I'm not even sure if they would work. I think I have to widen these.
I doubt they're gonna work.
Oh, for real?
Moving stuff tends to break the
Oh,
ship
shit.
connections. Sometimes they can still work, but
Most times.
most of the time it just breaks it.
His life is potato, man.
I guess I'll just delete it and maybe put the ports on this end. I don't know.
Why don't you remove the middle,
The middle one?
like the middle? Is it wharf or pier?
Okay.
And then you could have them along the sides. Like just remove the middle ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put these first.
BRB.
Burbs.
Burbies.
RB?
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I don't
Ignore me.
know what life is anymore.
I
What's the
don't
person?
know.
Still have to edit my video.
I don't want to
What video
be
you
the
gonna make now?
reason why.
It's just the San Francisco thing.
Oh god.
The what? San Francisco?
Yeah, I'm doing
The
this
building.
on my channel.
Do you not follow
Do you not follow me?
Sharon
What the fuck?
on
You know?
YouTube? Really?
Wait, you know, did you just remove everything?
Yeah.
What?
Everything?
I
You
thought.
just
Oh,
removed
you-
everything? Oh, yeah, no, come on, man.
I thought. He told me to remove the middle piers, and I did.
Wait, who?
Never mind.
What? What
Never
happened?
mind.
What happened?
I'll just.
No. I mean, you're doing kind of what we told you, but you're doing it like in such a difficult way.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
How though?
Why you do it difficult? Why did you remove the roads? Like that's just
Why
gonna
did-
make everything difficult.
It's just gonna make it worse.
What do you mean? I'm just gonna remove the
Like
road.
what?
My dude.
Hey, I'm not.
What?
Armrest, yell at him.
What should I do?
Yell. Do better. Rar.
I need to.
What? Ta-dum.
Hello!
Oh
Oh,
no.
welcome.
I just.
No! Sorry.
Apu. Please.
No.
Okay.
What? Oh, this is actually pretty high. Whoa.
Fucking Mike. There you are.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. The random noises seem to start with our message on it.
Because it's armrest.
Yeah.
Oh, can you not do that?
This is the guy who usually does it.
Yeah,
What?
I'm totally not in it for now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, hello guys. Welcome to my tutorial of making another channel.
Just remove crumbs. Can you remove Burmester?
Fuck no.
Oh, it's good.
Funny. Why are you so salty?
So, when the test stream is going to end to be a serious actual
Yeah.
stream?
Never.
What's wrong with test stream?
Is it always gonna be a test stream? So you
Test
could
stream,
always
yeah.
say it wasn't serious.
Test stream is best stream.
Meh.
Yeah, I think he needs a smoke break.
Yep.
A break from smoking or a.
Yeah, both, I guess.
I think we failed on our mission to get him to stop.
Yeah, it's like getting him to the blender agenda. You know, I hope you're not gonna do that, otherwise you're making a huge peddling.
Oh, huge what?
Having the train track above the water as a bridge from the harbor, that's a peddling.
No, I'm gonna extend it.
Good. Otherwise it's a peddling.
I didn't stream today.
You didn't stream.
Well, then
I saw that tweet that you said potential.
I didn't. I'm not working.
What the
You shouldn't be moving these. This is a bad idea.
crap?
You're
So
gonna break the nodes
already-
and stuff.
It's already broken, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You moved it, so it's broken. Just delete it. Not with move it, just normal delete.
But the tracks.
I think
Yeah.
you can maybe move stuff if you highlight it with the selector tool and then move it that way.
Oh, really?
But you have to highlight every single node, every single like transport connection, whatever they're called. Those invisible arrows that appear.
Okay.
But it'd probably be easier just to place it back from the wall or whatever.
I wish the water would not make the train, like, when you place stuff.
What?
I guess this is naturally...
It's because because it's made at a different height, because now there is no technically terrain there. It messes up the height and
Sucks.
stuff. See Skylines.
City Skyline.
Hashtag just CS things.
Exactly.
Hey, you're not done. So what did you build today, Maddie? On your street?
I flooded my
street?
whole area by making my ocean into a river.
What the?
And I built a new highway. I added 3 interchanges, 2 new bridges.
Jeez.
It's been a day, man.
At least it's not one thing. But yeah.
Huh?
At least it's not just like one thing. But
Yeah. Like last stream, I think I built like one little office. Like, shit.
I should just go to bed.
why?
I'm tired. Wait. I have to look up how late my class is tomorrow. Thursday, it's early black.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Are you sure?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm really sure you don't.
Oh man. But are you sure though? Alright, well have a good night then.
You can figure that one out yourself.
Oh.
So no, it's gonna stay for another 12 hours. Right?
He's gonna go to bed and he's like, still didn't figure it out. Yeah, that's it for me. See ya.
Peace.
Yep.
Bye.
Sad face. now it's Gecko's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was going to join before. Apparently, the Discord link isn't working. Is there even a link? Is this a link? It's not working.
Yeah. The discord.gg. I mean, pull that from the stream kit, so...
Is it? You meant to be able to click on it?
Oh, well, you can't click on the video, but you have to, like, type it in.
Yeah. Okay, that's why it's not working then. I mean, is that one still active, that link?
It should be. I'm not sure. Should I update?
I don't know. You created a new one today, but you're not using that new one.
What new one, though?
It's expired. You created a new link today, apparently. At 9:43.
I did? Oh.
Wait, so 9... Okay, wait, that doesn't make sense. It's 9:43 now. It's expired.
Oh my god, my
Cole Hammond says. He's got to change it.
Burb.
Burp?
But
I can post a link. Will that work? Well, there it is.
Well, it's just a temporary thing. Just, yeah, I'll just do a temporary thing. I'll work on that later.
A temporary... What are you talking about?
Huh? Oh, this, railroad track. I gotta
Oh, the
figure
railroad
out...
connection.
Because this is gonna be like all subterranean freight system kind of thing, so... This is obviously not subterranean yet, but it will eventually. I just want to see if these ports are working. And just get freight immediately since I already cut off that highway. So... Now I gotta move up these seawalls.
But if it's only going to be raw resources shipped into this
Yeah. Like
place...
raw materials and like old materials that would be used to recycle. Or that will be recycled to make new things. Because I think, yeah, I think Jaren missed like the first half of the conversation where we're talking about like
scavenging.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. What did you have in mind? Or you going to say?
No, I'm just thinking about how a subterranean freight system would work. Because what I think there's been several like underground post like systems where they use trains to deliver post and mail underground.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure there was one in London and Glasgow, and maybe in America somewhere like Boston. I can't remember though.
Do you think why is this like offset? I hate City Skylines when it does it.
Because you're building on the coast. And you're building the wrong way.
Gosh.
Like the height difference?
Yeah, I just really hate that.
I mean, you can just lower the building.
But then I gotta lower everything else. Because everything was... I don't even know where the... Like the...
You can... I mean, you can lower the nodes of the train track on the building.
True.
Cramps.
Or you could just move lower the building, because it's like
Cramps.
half a meter above the ground.
It wouldn't break it.
Did you finally manage to launch
have
the
to-
rocket without the Manila
I did.
launch pad?
I
If
found
you
a
move
trick.
the building down,
How?
and then select the nodes separately and move them up afterwards, it should work.
Wait, what?
So
Move the building...
select the building.
Yeah.
Select just the building. And then lower it.
It wouldn't let me lower it.
What?
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, you're lying to me.
No, for real.
Of course it would lower it.
It's not lowering.
That is retarded. That's actually stupid. Never mind then, I guess.
Wait.
Actually, I will go because my Siri starts now.
Actually, my move is not working.
Before you leave, Misto.
Me?
Wait,
You
something's
gotta-
wrong with my game.
I can't hear if everyone
Alright.
talk at the same time. What cramps?
Oh, now
Okay.
it's working.
I'm going to explain to everyone how to launch the rockets without the launch pad.
Fast!
Okay, so you place the building as normal where you want it, and then you wait for it to launch. And you press the launch button. Then with move it, you move the building out of the way. The rocket still stays there. Don't
Makes
delete
sense.
the building, and then it will launch.
Noise!
Magic. Like
Done.
magic.
10 out of 10.
Make video! Put Soviet anthem in the
Tomorrow.
background.
I'm not using Soviet anthem, but video is tomorrow.
Use some Russian
I am.
stuff.
Countdown. Russian countdown is being added. Don't worry about it.
Okay, bye!
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, that's all he came for?
I have to go to see the Siri about cocaine, Galicia, so... Sorry, bye.
Jeez, my simulation was like
He's
frozen.
very...
Your simulation is frozen.
Like when I... There it goes again. When I move the... Simulation is frozen.
Pause the
Can you
group.
move the what? The building?
Yeah, when I move the building, the simulation is frozen. And I can't
Okay,
press
delete the
anything.
building.
Because it's...
I can't even delete it. It's not highlighted.
I don't know. Maybe it's just that asset that's just fucking with you. I don't know.
Yeah. Can't press anything.
I said moving cargo stuff messes things up.
Yeah.
They got too many things going on with them.
Gosh,
Yeah. They're a little bit scary.
Just delete it would move it.
I don't think you can.
You should be able to select everything. He tried with the.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't work when I press delete
Select
on move it.
Really?
Our simulation is back, so let's try deleting. There it goes. That was weird.
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
It's nice.
Amazing.
Very, very strange behavior.
I mean... Yeah. It's a stupid game.
The problem is the way you're building this is the wrong way around.
Yeah. It's
The-
triggering me a little.
You shouldn't. You should wait to the last second to let water back in. You should make a big flat area.
But I'm impatient.
Draw out the roads with the and then put the walls on them. Then place the cargo container places. Then remove the land. Because then everything is flat. Because at the moment where you're placing the cargo terminal is slightly raised because that's the area that you went back over and it is actually slightly raised. That's why it is higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you lowering it! Yeah, but you're not
no.
lowering the nodes of the train track.
Yeah, you gotta.
Do you have touch this installed?
Maybe.
Because if you do touch it with a cargo or a passenger or anything with like an attached train track, it gets hella glitchy
Oh,
if
whoops.
you do touch it afterwards. Like it
Whoops.
because it's like attached but it's not attached, so it freaks the fuck out. Like you can't rotate it at all because it'll move across your entire. It's just not.
Whoops.
Yeah.
No, I'm guessing that these aren't going to work because you've moved it with move it.
Whoops.
Just to let you know,
Yeah.
these are. I don't think they're going to work like they're not going to work.
Time.
Look at
Decepted then.
I think they'll work as train cargo, but they probably won't work as cargo.
Let's try anyway, I guess.
You have snap on.
I know, but I was trying to be stubborn.
You also have follow terrain on.
I like that though.
I like that.
Why do you like follow terrain?
Like a complete noob.
Cause you
You
have
should make
to follow.
that train thing a bridge,
Okay.
the train track, because then you could have the wall appear. You know what I mean?
The
Mhm.
railing?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, whatever it is, I don't know.
There we go.
We're so proud. Oh my god, Flood. Oh my god. Why did you...
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Why?
No, nothing. That's just been my day right there. Floods. Floods, floods, and more floods. I've just been spawning sucky trucks all day.
You actually do it that way. I don't even have the disaster thing, so.
I have a lot of tunnels that get flooded when I click reset to water level.
Alright. Now I just gotta wait for a shipment
Yep.
and see if it works.
Put a ton of
Hey
industry
Max.
down.
Welcome to the stream. And thank you for the comment. Wait, what you say?
Put a load of industry down.
Oh.
Just to try and get some cargo ships to spawn.
Yeah, vanilla industry. Zone it.
Wait, this road is...
That's how you produce that traffic.
Darn, there's no node there, but... You can see it's like sunken in. But,
Yeah, because you lowered the cargo station, and the cargo station had the built-in road, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's attached. Delete the two segments that are technically attached to your cargo, and then redraw it without letting it attach to the cargo station. It's gonna want to do it. Don't let it.
no work. Well, first ship is going to that one.
Did you lower that one down at all?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I think that one's still solid, as in working.
Oh. Can I move it?
I think you can move it around as like backwards and like not on the y-axis or not on the z-axis,
Oh man.
like up and down.
Can I, whoa, that is a really high port. We're gonna have to lower this whole thing down.
Don't.
I'm just saying though, like, in the long run.
Yeah.
So you said highlight the whole thing with move it and then move it down.
I mean, if you move it down, it's not going to work anymore.
But
You have to replop it.
all these roads are. Yeah. Alright, I guess it's time to do the long way.
I'd select all the nodes as well, like all the roads and stuff. If you're gonna lower it down to
Lower everything.
yeah, and there he goes again.
I like.
Oh,
I like deleting everything.
I know.
It's fun.
Right, since you're doing this, fill in the middle bit.
Are you
With
sure?
just completely fill it in with dirt, whatever. So it's
Dirt.
completely flat, and then place your roads.
Mm.
But make it lower it down a bit first before you get the right height you want. You know, because it's obviously got to be a lot lower than it is. You're picking from a very high place.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. I will do it later.
But you gotta lower it now.
I know.
The lower, you can see where, yeah, it's a bit lower there, because that's where you lowered it
I know.
with the, move it. So, find a good level where you think the cargo ships will be at the right height, because they were about.
Well,
It
that
needs to
seawall got
be
destroyed.
like half. Yeah, they will, because they're broken. They can't resist flooding anymore,
That's dumb.
which is stupid. I know. It happened ages ago. It broke.
Oh, the asset is broken itself.
Yeah, the
Oh.
asset is broken. Broken the disaster DLC, I think.
Which one?
The seawalls break now
Oh,
when they get flooded.
yeah.
Well, that's not a good seawall to have around.
Nope.
You could always remove like the flood. What is it called? The flood damage remover or whatever. It's a mod.
There's a mod for that.
There's a mod
There's
for
an app for that.
everything.
I'm gonna have this like a terrorist thing. So, like, the trains just go underground kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yes. Go for it.
But,
GG. I think the nodes from your cargo station are still there.
no, I removed them all.
I mean, but you did touch it, so they could still be there.
Yeah, but see?
Did you remove all the nodes as well?
Yeah.
If you just select not where the water was, above where the water was, like on the piers themselves.
You mean you're talking about the roads? The road
Yeah,
nodes?
yeah, I think they're still there.
Yeah, but I removed those roads too. Like when
Oh,
I
okay. It just looked like they were snapping.
Oh.
Never mind.
So how's Europe doing? Weather doing good?
What do you mean? It's cold as hell. Now it's wet. It's wet and cold.
That's good. It's making spring more enticing. You know.
It's yeah, but I'm not excited about 3 months of wet and cold.
Where was it?
But yeah, I guess.
So I guess it was too soon to move back from the summer home, I guess.
I mean, it's not that it was better over there.
Oh, bro.
At least here I can just walk to the store.
Was that like in the middle of nowhere or something?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that sounds pretty scary. The wilderness outside.
Not scary. Slightly remote.
Just slightly.
Just ever so.
So, when are we gonna do that YouTube house idea? Crow.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you buy a house, clearly. When's that happening?
Do you guys have like? Do you guys do credit scores over there? Is it like?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, I need to bring up my credit score.
I mean, we don't. I mean, we have credit scores, but we don't take it as seriously.
Oh.
I think. I mean, it depends. Like, you want to take out a loan, right? That's what you're getting at.
Well, not just loan, but buying anything requires a credit score.
What?
Well, unless you're doing it by cash.
See?
Unless you're doing it by
Yeah,
cash.
I was gonna say if you've got the money, then you don't need. To
You have money.
yeah, but you want to take a loan out, so
Yeah.
you need to borrow money to buy a house.
I like how Kronos is quiet. What?
Money?
But you should just buy a house. They're super cheap in America. Just buy a house, man.
Yeah, they're so cheap over there, dude. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Where
super
would you
lucky.
have? What is an ideal place for a YouTube house?
Ideal place?
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
For a City Skylines YouTube house, is there one?
In the city somewhere? I don't know.
Nowhere?
It's a terrible idea.
No.
Yeah, that.
It wouldn't work.
What? Why?
'Cause we're all idiots.
Yeah. And everyone lives so far away from one another
That.
already.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do this by lowering the road to get the terrain that I want. So maybe like 8 degrees or 8 units.
Okay. Cool. What's a price for a house in Florida?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
You don't.
I don't house.
I mean-
hunt.
No.
You don't know these things? Oh,
No, I haven't adulted yet.
where should I? What city do you live? You live in Miami? Where do you live? Orlando?
Tampa.
Tampa.
Technically not Tampa,
Florida.
but-
Let's check like average. Right. I mean, you can buy one for $2 million. Let's see what the most expensive one is.
So you want a middle pier? Is that what you want?
$10 million. 5 bathrooms. You want to get 5 bedrooms for $10 million? That's a fucking joke.
I think this is slightly out of our
Our
price
price
range. Yeah.
Alright,
What do you
let's
mean?
look.
Just group effort.
What is our how many beds do we want? 1,
I don't-
2,
what?
3, or 4 bedrooms? Or
I was
more?
just wondering about the normal house price.
I mean, it depends on how many bedrooms.
Oh shit! What is this? Come on, man.
Normal house would probably have 3 to 4.
3. I'm gonna put 3 or more. Seems like I don't know.
So it's safe to save over an error, right?
300?
300,000.
Yeah. I mean, of course there's outliers. There's one here for like 100, and then one below it is 500. So it's like, I'm guessing 250, 300.
Okay, so what's that in normal money?
Normal money.
Can you convert that to like euros or some shit?
Pound.
Can you just do SEK, just US dollars to SEK?
SEK, I don't know what that is.
That's
I don't
Swedish
know.
money.
But I don't know how that works.
Yeah, but just do it.
I don't know. It's 200,000 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, that's like... Yeah...
So it's like in the middle of Tampa or something.
I don't know. It's just all of Tampa.
The entirety of Tampa.
I don't know. Does Tampa have like metroplexes? Are they included? If I search Tampa, does it include metroplexes, or is it just?
What's that? Metro what?
I guess like the metro area,
Oh,
like
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I guess so.
area.
Other cities would, like smaller cities, would be included within it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like Brandon and Oldsmore and all that stuff.
Brandon. Is that the name of a place?
Brandon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why did you say it like that? He didn't even have an accent when he said it.
It's pretty redneck.
Brandon.
Brandon.
It is pretty redneck over there.
Is Brandon a redneck name, is it?
It's
I don't know.
Florida rednecks. It's the gross ones. There's a mango. Florida. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I see. Oh no, Brandon isn't actually included. Included. It cuts off by the giant fucking, is it railroad? What did that say? Grand Park? Orient Park. By the river. By a river that is called something. Thanks, Google Maps.
Doing good.
Yeah.
I would think there would be a city called Peach or something in Florida. Don't you grow a lot of peaches in Florida?
No, that's
Oranges.
Georgia.
I think you're thinking about oranges.
No, is it oranges?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Georgia's
are-
peaches.
I see.
I'm gonna do high to low now and look at the pretty pictures of the $10 million Florida mansion. Oh my god, they're such mech mansions though.
Would you live in a big mansion?
God. Oh my, it's horrible. It's like everything that was wrong with 90s decorum. Oh, I hate it. They want $10 million for this? Can I tear it down and build something else? Oh, that is absolutely garbage. Oof. But at least you can see the... now. You can see water. Keep going. Swamp.
I mean, what's wrong with having a YouTube house on Guernsey?
It's expensive. It'd just be me. I mean, I'd like my own house, yeah, if I could. If you want to buy me a house, Yuto, I could live in it.
Yeah,
You
that'd be great.
Visit.
It'll be the Crumbs McGee YouTube house.
Just be me.
Any pets?
You can.
Can we be pets?
Yeah.
No pets.
No pets.
No
Shit.
pets allowed.
No pets allowed on Guernsey.
Nope. Against the law.
Stricter import laws than fucking Australia.
Exactly.
God damn.
It's going to be expensive as well, so it's going to cost you a lot of money.
To import ourselves.
No, just to buy the house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not pretty at all. Why
What?
am I still looking? I gotta look at good stuff. Go to Sweden. Oh, yes. Nice.
Just a load of log cabins.
That's what you think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sweden.
Very good.
Just cabins in the woods.
Yeah, everyone lives in a cabin in the woods in Sweden. Even in the city.
I mean, yes.
So you're saying
I
we're
don't
not
know
wrong?
what you consider a forest or a cabin at this point.
The stereotypical cabin in the woods.
No.
No?
No.
Ooh, how is it going? Because you were actually looking for a place to live, weren't you? So what?
Me?
How do you not know about prices for stuff? You were looking for a place.
Well, I don't know prices of like houses, but I was
Okay.
looking for an apartment.
I see.
Yeah.
Did
But
you
I'm
find
not
anything?
gonna move anytime soon. So. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
sad fate.
Need to get a more monies.
Well, not just that. Just can't leave family. So.
Just move next door.
Yeah.
Worth
Far,
it.
Perfect
far
solution.
away, aka next door.
Exactly.
That's a good idea.
Is it?
I'm not sure if it'd be worth it.
I need to get away from you. I'll be next door. Sounds worth it if you ask me.
Now you've done all this terraforming stuff. Is it the right height? You know? No?
It should be.
Okay. You wanna check?
Should be.
It should be.
Okay. We won't check. There's no point checking.
Well, let's check it. How do we check?
Don't
What's the
worry
best way
about
to check?
No, don't worry about it. You're just gonna want to remove everything.
Okay.
Don't bother. It'll be fine. It'll look awesome. Yeah. Be the best thing you've ever built. Don't you worry.
Should I make a new city? For
A whole new city.
You're like Portu. You're like, oh, I don't like this thing about it. Let me make a new one.
Does he even have a consistent
No.
YouTube channel? Like with one city?
No.
Oh,
No.
just
I
micro
think he
build?
builds like one little area in one city and then he's like, nah, I'm gonna make a new one. This is all
That's a
shit.
smart idea though, because the frame drops.
I guess. But he like plans and does all these things about this one thing and then he just abandons it. Just up and leaves. I've been working on the same city for like years now, and every single time he comes into my stream, he's like, "Oh, when are you gonna make a new city?" I'm like, "It just started. Might have been October, but feels like I've just started."
Did you say you had like a bunch of cities though? Because like updates and whatever. Breaking the saves.
I mean, I don't think I've gotten a broken save since Mass Transit. So it's been like a good year almost. But my last save that I worked on, it got like kinda done, and then I ran into prop limit twice, and then I
Okay.
prop unlimited, and then prop unlimited broke my save.
That's why I'm scared to use that.
Yes, but that's because I prop unlimited 80,000 things. And then I ran into prop limit again, so it's a lot of plops. Then I couldn't save anymore. Like, it didn't break the save. I can open it just fine, but it's just I can't save. And I can't put any more props, so it's like kind of wasteful. It's not worth.
Wait, so what did you say to, because you know the thing's on this raised now, but how did you say you wanted to fix that problem?
Wait, what's raised?
The seaport.
Just raise the nodes on the road. Just raise the road
Raise the
nodes.
road.
Oh shit! Look at that.
What?
Put it on top of a road.
Yeah, but how do you fix this?
Just raise the nodes.
The whole road?
Yeah.
I don't want to though, because that'll change everything.
Oh, feels bad, man. Then you can't fix it.
Well, I'll just
Then
break it
don't bother
again.
about lowering it then.
I'll
Don't bother
break-
about lowering it.
I'll lower it and break it again, and then delete everything. And then
Why does it need to
thank
be
you for
lowered?
the subscribe, Berto. Cause
I mean,
when you hook the
Because.
yeah, cause
How is because? No.
because
I'll be right back.
you're not going for a super realistically detailed city, so it doesn't need to like be perfectly flat, does it?
maybe it does.
Okay. You're gonna have a great difficulty making it work. Great difficulty.
Would you like to play PUBG later, or are you going to call it a night?
Later I might be busy.
Oh,
Yeah. Depends if it. Oh, one of my friends wants to. If he's online, do fucking what's it called? Competitive in Overwatch.
competitive.
Mm.
Jeez.
We did one yesterday, but we need to do 10 or something to get ranked. I don't really understand how it works.
Oh. How did you get into Overwatch all of a sudden?
I don't know. No, I did. Well, he said you want to play Overwatch. I said I may as well. It's okay. It's okay. That's all I can say about it. It's okay. It's definitely worth the money, but
Worth the money, it's like $40.
it's like £12.
Oh. Yeah. Did they reduce the price? Because last time I looked at it was probably several months ago.
Oh.
But,
It was on sale, like a special when I bought it. Oh, Sim. Hello, Jan. Welcome.
Hey, Jen. I thought you were in the mountains.
He is. It's like Brokeback Mountain up there.
Also, you have your PC with you. Good to know.
Well, unless he's come back, but he probably has his. He probably has some way of watching stuff, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like a phone.
That's true. If there's cell phone towers nearby or whatever, or Wi-Fi, I guess.
Oh, he's back. So, going back to the ports, maybe it's a good idea then to have, since this is only going to be, there's only going to be raw resources imported,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should only have 1 or 2, since they're not going to be importing anything else, you know?
Really?
This is quite big, so maybe 1 or 2 would be fine.
1 or 2 ports?
Yeah.
Like, okay. But
So it takes up less room that way, and because there's not going to be a massive amount of stuff being imported.
so I guess save the other areas for whatever.
Yeah, they could be for other things, or they could be passenger ships. Because you could have like a load of tiny passenger docks everywhere and stuff for public routes, or maybe there are cruise ships in this world, so there people go on cruise ships still, you know. So you
Probably.
could dock and with some bigger ships. Because I guess people would still want to go on cruises, you know? Yeah. Even if this is like one of the only places to go.
The final frontier.
I will post the Discord link again.
I hate waiting for that water to move. There we go.
Just spam the button a bajillion times.
Is your rocket build going good? Or is it you had trouble, like... Because it is a pretty innovative build, I guess you could say.
What, the rocket build?
Yeah.
No, it's finished.
Oh, really? Oh.
It was pretty easy build, just really. I maybe made it a bit smaller than it should have been. Parts of it. But, yeah, it went pretty well. The annoying thing was making it, making the rockets spawn. That was the
for the
thing.
cinematics or whatever. Or...
Yeah. Well, like I said when Armesto was here, like I said how to make them spawn, but because the only way they spawn at the moment is with the big building that comes attached with them, and that won't do for a custom launch site, you know, because that building is trash. It's like so bad. Like most vanilla assets, it just doesn't look like a. I mean, it vaguely resembles a launch site, but my god, it's so terrible. They could have just made it so much better.
It is free, right?
They did a
asset.
A what?
Like the whole building, it was free, so it's nothing.
Oh,
too
it was
good.
free. I mean, yeah, but the whole game is terrible. That would cost money. What they should have done is made them different buildings. Like the launch pad, you should have been able to place that as like a separate building, and then be able to add things on.
That'd be cool, like modular.
Yeah, but not like modular, like it was in
like an airport or something.
In the Sim, what was it? Sims, the most recent one. They had really modular stuff.
SimCity 3000.
The most recent one. They had a load of. No, the most recent one.
Yeah, 2000. I mean, terrible. Not 3000. 2013.
Yeah. They had loads of modular stuff. They could have just done it so they could have different buildings and then have like a. They could have made a new road, and they could have Then you could connect the launch pad to the vehicle assembly building via a road, and then it would drive along the road onto the pad.
Oh,
but at the moment, they're all just one building.
Well, I was wondering where it was.
Yeah, it got wrecked. But alas, no. It's just a building, a terrible vanilla building, and I don't think anyone's found a way to make it custom. Like, there's no way to make a custom building yet. Hopefully, someone will work it out.
Properties and stuff like that.
Well, I don't know. From what I heard, there's no way to edit the building. They're just not. It's just not there to be edited.
Like the freight thing that people were trying to do for like the longest time or something.
Yeah. So I don't know if that will ever happen. I would like just an invisible one to be added, because that would make everything so much better. But who knows?
Who knows?
At least I found a workaround of the problem. even if it does take like so much longer, and it would never work in a real city because you'd have to always launch. You just have to mess it up. Just be a terrible idea.
Whoops! What just happened here? Why does it do that?
Do what? Oh, because it was way too close, and it just does that.
Oh.
It was too close. If you connected the other way, it would have probably been alright. Sometimes the nodes really mess up. Why does UK hate American chocolate? Because American chocolate is trash. I'm sorry, it is. It's terrible. Hershey's is terrible. Worst chocolate.
It has a very refined taste to it. Like refined.
No, it doesn't.
Like refined sugar, I meant.
No, it's terrible. It doesn't. It tastes so dry and. Ugh. The only good American chocolate is Reese's.
Really? Because normally people would like. I don't know. I guess.
Hershey's is terrible.
I don't really like Hershey's, but I do like Reese's. Because I love the peanut butter.
You have you have dairy milk, right? But it's not called dairy milk.
What?
Do you have dairy milk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good chocolate. I don't know about in America though. Maybe it tastes different. Lyra Prada, you're wrong with your tastes. You should not like Hershey's. You've not tasted good chocolate. I'm sorry. Feels bad for you.
I tried Japanese chocolate and it's obviously less sugary. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. That tastes good. So, American chocolate tends to be way too sugary.
I don't know. I just find it dry. Hershey's is like dry and bitter tasting.
Really bitter?
Which is weird. But yeah, I haven't had it in ages because I didn't like it.
Super sweet.
No, I don't know. It just didn't taste very good. I've had my fair share of Toblerone.
I don't like that. I just don't like nougat. That's the thing.
Yeah, I could see.
It just I don't know. I just don't like it. This is a pretty low bridge, but whatever. Temporary build.
We tweak it later.
Yeah, I didn't move any of the ports, so these ports should be operational soon.
Hopefully. I mean, everything around the world is factory-sized.
Are we getting into the containerization thing? Just kidding.
Yeah, well, every thing is made in factories, so I don't know what you mean by that, but
I'm back.
Oh god! Welcome back.
The monster. Just kidding.
You guys have wondered what happened when I was gone, so I didn't delete anything.
He's doing everything. Talking about chocolate.
Wait, what? Say that again, chocolate? What?
We're talking about chocolate.
How American
Hershey's
chocolate
is terrible,
the best.
right?
I'm just kidding.
Seems great.
Hershey's is terrible.
Yeah,
I did not delete everything. But
Hershey's is actually shit. It's like
good
shit in a wrapper.
Good.
Can you please just turn follow terrain off? I was sitting there watching you trying to place the fucking thingies with follow terrain on and them just falling to the ground and like being destroyed. If you turn follow terrain off, it won't happen.
But I like seeing it sink to the ground.
Oh my god! Stop yourself. You don't deserve this game. It's too good for you.
This game is too good.
Man,
Oh dear.
man. Are you happy now? I turned it off.
Oh my god, yes. My day has been made. Thanks.
Alright, so when is the first shipment? Oh, they're here. They're coming.
Oh, excellent, they're working.
Look at those glorious ships.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I gotta fix this tunnel thing.
Cheap instant noodles. Do you eat cheap instant noodles, you two?
Very rarely.
Do you have pot noodles in America? Pot noodles. Do you have pot noodles?
Yeah.
Like the brand name or something like that?
Yeah, it's a brand of noodles.
Yeah, I just don't know what else they would call them.
We have like Nissan and
You have cup of
Maruchan or
noodles.
something? Yeah, cup noodles and
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's it.
I see.
See.
I see.
See.
What do you see?
The computer screen.
Waldo?
Yeah, that's mainly what I'm seeing right now. Just a computer.
Yeah. It's pretty great, actually.
We're talking about healthy diets.
Gross.
When didn't you say yesterday you were eating salad or
A
something?
salad.
Yeah. How's healthier than me?
It's always something.
You
Write that on my
JK.
achievement list. 8 healthier food than crumbs. Check.
I mean, that's not hard.
What did you eat today?
Fried chicken. Homemade fried chicken.
I wish I had fried chicken. I don't even know. I ate pork today with some food. Pork with some food.
Pork is food, yeah. Mhm.
Yep, it was good. It was. I didn't eat very much today.
For real?
No.
Just not feeling hungry.
No. If I was at work, I would have probably had like a sausage baguette and then a pizza, like chocolate all day. But it's only because I'm bored at work. When you're bored, you eat.
I do the same thing. Bored you eat.
Wait, what did you ask me?
Me?
No? Okay, cool. Never mind.
What?
What? Said words?
I did?
I don't know. Did you?
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe.
Great.
These roads are super steep.
Yeah, but
They go up to the next level.
Don't worry about it. The City Skylines logic.
this
Every
thing's all
normal car
temporary.
in the
anyway.
real world would scrape off like the bottom part of their car and leave it on the side of the road. But this is City
Would-
Skylines, so nothing matters.
Like how like cars turn like their axles are gonna break off.
Yeah.
So where are those ships at? Where'd they go? I mean, I only see one, but weren't there 2 coming earlier? I don't
Did you
know.
click on it to make sure it was going to here?
No, I didn't check, but I'm gonna click this one. That one is going to here. I see another ship. Going to
Okay,
another one.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna end the stream in 20 minutes.
Okay, have a good 20 minutes.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Now people are talking about Japanese commercials.
Speaking of Japan, I took a picture of pork ramen with Asahi beer using my Japanese Sony phone. Today.
Being super weeb right there. Sorry, not weeaboo. Weeb. Next level.
Next level weep. Like, are you talking about instant pork ramen or like in the restaurant?
Do Japanese even have beer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing they made.
Oh. Yeah, they have
It's all about
Asahi beer and
Yeah, but that's not
Sapporo beer.
Sake isn't sake?
No,
That's wine, isn't it, or something?
yeah, that's rice wine. But they have beer also.
Yeah.
They also have
I
whiskey.
see.
It's like a new thing now that they started making. Look at that ship is docking. Oh yeah. Well, it's time to see the freight come out of the thing. Where's that custom freight station? This thing's probably huge. Yep, it is huge. Darn it. It would be cool if I use this.
Waiting to see. Oh, that one. Yeah, but that's already got a rail on it already.
Yeah.
You've already got a rail there.
Actually, I could put it here, right? Like, the rail would go right there, and... Yeah, I think it'll work, right? Maybe. Actually, yeah, that won't work, because, like, the train coming out of this seaport would get backed up, and... I mean, the idea looks cool, but... In the game, I think it'll back up.
Just delete the ability for the train, like the rail, so it just goes through.
Just goes through.
I reckon it'll be alright, yeah. Just delete the rail off from the...
Oh shoot. It's made that earthen thing again.
Yeah, just then use a road, obviously, to make the...
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
To bring it down.
I keep forgetting about that technique. Gonna make this... This one's too steep. Come on, man. So... Well, actually, I'll just delete. Yeah.
Delete what?
That thing. The...
You're not gonna place it?
Well, I think I will just place it somewhere else.
Oh, it did look good there, though. It did fit in
Yeah.
very nicely in that area.
I don't know.
Richard's asking you a question.
Do you know what happened to Addis? I don't know. Do you know? I mean, he's still around on the Discord, but I guess he's just busy. So.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah, he was... Well, it's been a while since I've seen him talk on the Discord.
He pops in from
maybe a week or two
from time to
ago.
time.
Yeah, but he's a very, very busy. Wait, is he French? Yes.
Yeah.
He's a very busy Frenchman. You know, they got their striking to do over there. He's very busy. Ugh.
Should we give an award on the Discord? The most active member?
I don't even know how we'd even work that out.
Yeah, I would be pretty biased.
If you can work out a way to do it, then sure. Yeah. I mean, Richard just said, wait, oh, that's his. When was the last time what's his name? Adis.
Oh.
Adis? Adis?
I say Adis.
Adis. It was 3 months ago, yeah, it was actually quite a while ago.
Oh. This seaport's pretty simple. Guess we'll... Nothing too complicated.
Yeah, it was good.
Here's another shipment. Let's see. The last ship, I didn't see any like cars or whatever come out, or trucks or trains. So I don't know.
How much cargo is in the?
This one's only 8. That sucks.
It's not very much.
Should be at least 1 truck. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Your game is so slow on in 3 times speed.
Even with the speed slide, it's like, it feels the same.
You must have a mod that's messed with the speeds of the game. That's what I'm guessing.
Wasn't there like originally was one? I don't know.
I don't know, but it's so slow.
Why does the ship have to turn it like this? It looks so ridiculous. Why couldn't it go the other way? And then reverse when it pulls out. Now it's gonna slam against the thing.
Yep, because Cities Skylines. Because Cities Skylines.
I see 1 truck. Oop, well, I'm super laggy. 2 trucks. That's it. Just 2 trucks. Whoa! Did you see that? What happened? He just went underground. Whoa! What the?
Where is there something under there?
Let's check.
Oh, he came back. His flips are
No.
going backwards.
I think he just did that turn because there's like I don't know. Maybe I need a wider road or a connection from there. Probably.
Maybe because you replaced the road, it didn't know what to do.
Come on, there's gotta be more shipments. There's no highway connections. Where are the things?
You haven't got much industry though.
Yeah. I gotta plot more. Come on. I have to turn this on now. Oops. Alright, time to put a ton of industry, I guess.
Are there any underground freight stations? So you're gonna have to bring it back above ground.
I don't. I tried looking for those, but no, there's. So I have to bring it back. So I have to be creative with that. Zoning is a quick solution when you're just playing around, I guess. Especially with industry, you know. Just let it do itself. Though I do need like industrial buildings that look a little bit more futuristic. I mean, there are some, but like they look too ridiculously futuristic. Like it looks like it makes you question like, alright, what's made here? Like, I don't know. It's kind of cartoony-ish.
Cities of Tomorrow. Was that a game?
This expansion pack for City or SimCity.
I see.
I really like that expansion.
Yeah, I mean it's like maybe 100 years in the future, if less. Like I could see that style.
I'm not sure about the mega towers though. The mega towers. I mean, I guess we'll have like carbon nanotubes in a couple of years, but I don't know. It just looks so far-fetched that because like we still have like really ugly stuff that I don't know. It's just I mean, it's hard to say what I'm trying to say. I guess.
Yeah, like, but that's.
Oh, you can go.
Well, I was just thinking, like how Jaren was saying. You got to think
outside the box
differently. Yeah, like it would be so hard to imagine 3,000 years in the future, 4,000, 5,000. But that Cities of Tomorrow, I could see that being 100 years from now. Like that's what people could imagine would be 100 years. Probably not going to be really anything like that, because like people thought what it was going to be like now, 100 years ago. They would never imagine what it actually is like. Completely different. But I could see Cities of Tomorrow being in 100 years, that sort of style.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Even the mega tower?
Yeah, even the mega towers could exist. I mean...
Oh yeah, we do think about it, like now.
What's the tallest building at the moment?
Burj Khalifa?
It's the Burj Khalifa,
I think so.
Yeah. They're building a bigger one, which is going to be taller. So
like the Kingdom Tower or Tower of Jeddah or something?
That's the Tower of Jeddah.
Oh. And it has like a giant clock on the top. It's going to be super heavy, like the pendulum, if it has one.
It's going to be... Well, there's no easy answer to tell me how tall it will be. At least 1,000 meters. Most 1,138 meters, which is 320. 2,000. Wait, 3,281 feet.
Wait, how much taller is that from the Khalifa?
of it.
Ooh.
The Burj Khalifa is 828 meters or 2,717 feet.
What is even in the Khalifa? This is just like vacant rooms
It's residential stuff, isn't it? I think there are some
for high wealth that won't
commercial
be there.
properties as well.
I just find a lot of skyscrapers like a waste of material because like they're mostly for like high wealth, you know. Like and high wealth are not going to be staying there all the time. They're going to be like they have like 10 homes.
Well, if you want to talk about like you could council houses like flats, council flats, they're pretty big and they're
Oh shit!
filled to the brim with people.
I accidentally destroyed a piece.
Oh no.
Whoops.
But how tall are like mega? What classes is a mega tower? You know,
In the game or just in general?
in real life. Yeah, what would be a mega tower?
Probably the. Well, in the game, it was more like an arcology. So, but I don't know how. Probably.
What's the height?
I don't know. I never really looked into the mega towers in the game height.
I mean,
But yeah, in the game, like it was more treated as like an arcology rather than just a tall building.
hmm. Hello, hey train.
Hey train.
Welcome.
Hey train. So I guess it's working.
It's good.
Ja, sehr gut.
That's good.
Man, those hackers on PUBG though. Yesterday. That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, you should just stop playing it.
But we like it though.
Yeah.
It's a good like squad game. But like duo wise it's alright. Solo never. Well for me anyway, but I mean squad is like where most hackers are I think. But it's also the most fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but yeah.
It does get
The hackers
frustrating.
do ruin it. Yeah.
What the heck? What are they doing?
They want to turn around.
Hmm.
And that's where the old old road must have ended. So they're just flipping
I guess so.
on that.
Like where the building road was.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well, at least you know it worked. Now you need to get some better ships.
and
And are you gonna have?
Huh?
Like, what buildings are you gonna have here? Like, are you gonna have these industry?
I'm gonna try to find some other futuristic looking industry. But these are just placeholders. I mean, there's a few.
Yeah.
I think I put in Rico from the other city. Like those offices that I converted to. But they were like really big though. Oh, no, I don't have the save file in here. But I have these things. Whatever these things are. I guess I'll pop them down.
Those are interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, just put a few that it fits in there perfectly too.
It's good. I could also in chat they're talking about the DLC, a futurism DLC for Sea Skylines. I could see them doing that. Like a lot more than they've done with Green Cities, because Green Cities is sort of like a
little bit futurist.
A future,
more
yeah,
like 20
futurist.
years, 10 years.
Yeah, like a close future. I could see them doing a future expansion, but oh my, I hope they don't, because they're going to break the game.
If they were to do a future, it would probably be something like a Blade Runner or something. Like something.
That'd be a cool way to do it.
Because that's how Sin City did. Like that was their main source of inspiration for the Cities of Tomorrow.
That'd be a nice. I was looking into seeing if I could do a Blade Runner build sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't really the assets to do it. Not good, at least.
You mean, I would love to have the Cities of Tomorrow futurized roads in here. I've asked a few people and they're like, yeah, that looks cool, but I'm not gonna make it. You know?
What was the idea behind the futurized roads?
Just the textures of the road, like custom roads, basically.
Huh.
Yeah, they just look cool. It's like very Tron-like, I guess.
You'd think it would be easy to do now with the new road editor.
Oh man, that means I have to update all my roads. Crap. Yeah, if that were to be the case.
Well, if you're gonna ask someone to do it, then I guess so.
What's a good scavenger harbor that, like, not really scavenger, but more like just like a bunch of stuff laying around that need to be recycled. Nothing like super big portish. I mean, I guess, but I just need to make like a huge yard full of like stuff. Like, I need to put the recycling plant here as well when I'm gonna make that harbor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
But yeah.
And was Cities of Tomorrow, do they have solar powered roads in Cities of Tomorrow?
No. They had solar power that you can put on the mega towers, like a solar power plant. And they had like a nuclear power plant. Just a regular one for the Megaco. And then they have a fusion power plant for the Academy faction or whatever.
It's just they're saying in chat, solar powered roads. I could see that being a terrible idea. It'd be okay, but solar panels like to be tilted towards the sun.
Yeah, and I feel like the solar panels on the road would get really dirty fast and losing efficiency.
Yeah, and they'd be super dirty. It would be much better just to stick them on top of buildings than building whole roads with solar panels on them.
And plus, like,
can't tilt the road.
If you still have a car-centric world, then you're going to be having cars stuck in traffic and they're going to be blocking the solar panels on the road.
Yeah, I wonder how much that would affect it. Because obviously there's a lot of roads, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how much of the road is actually covered up by cars. Like, percentage-wise. Ow.
I need to work on the road system here. I'm probably gonna redo this whole thing when it's time.
Excellent.
This is just like a test build, just fooling around, basically. Testing ideas. So now I definitely need to lower the harbor a little bit more. And I guess I have the idea down for having the train to go, you know, underground because of the terraced harbor look. I just need to optimize it more. So. But yeah, thank you guys for joining the stream. I'm going to end it here. And I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye, Strum.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This is Astergea. Meaner. Something. Pirlala. Pirlala. But yeah.
What?
The guy in this chat.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were doing like an ending or something. This is Astergea, a city of the future.
This is Astergea,
I thought you were...
the city of the future. After an apocalypse. There we go. I don't know.
That's pretty good.
Starting over. Okay. Alright, we'll see you guys later.